Welcome back to another episode of From Downtown. Today is June 12th, 2024. It is a smoke break Wednesday where we do nothing but bullshit and talk about the games that we have for today. We missed our episode yesterday, of course, that I was supposed to talk about this Mavs and Celtics game. But today, we might as well go ahead and get this shit over with because it's finna start in the next hour and 30 minutes. So I feel like the Celtics at this point in time needs to figure out what I don't know how to say it. Like what how can you attack the Mavs now without Porzingis there? Porzingis was like a wild card, an X factor that nobody could be prepared for because he's haven't played the whole playoffs. So it's like with him now gone, and like the first when I first put out the finals preview, I was like, if Kristaps averages 20 points, 15 points, they're gonna blow the Mavericks out the water, and it started to come true because I didn't think that he would be. I didn't think he would be that dominant coming back, but honestly, it's like I didn't see it. But did you think that Kristaps could be that dominant, son? Like I couldn't. I didn't see it.
No, fuck. I ain't think he was gonna be that effective in the game.
That was the
5 blocks in one.
nigga 5 blocks the first game. The second game, you only play what 14 minutes and still score like 12 or some shit like that. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
like
15.
anytime he was out there, he was making an impact. So shit, now that he's gone, I think it's gonna put more eyes on the fact that Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown
Ain't playing good
ain't.
at all.
I'm not saying not playing good. They just ain't playing like the stars. They ain't playing like Luca is. Kyrie not playing good as well in this fucking series. So it's like, yeah, they're stars, and yeah, they hit you with that little fucking comment of I can affect the game in all ways, and then it's like, the only person I know that can truly affect the game in all ways is Luca. Jason Tatum can go get a triple double and it still won't feel as if he has a triple double. Like, I feel like that offense is tailored around them shooting threes, so him getting assists probably easier. You just see it more with Luca. Like you see the assists, he's making the play every time down the court. With Jason Tatum, it feels like he could just be in the background most of the time, and I don't think he should be like that.
Think Kyrie have a good game in this game.
See, they got Kyrie points still at 22, so the shit that we seen in game one, the shit that we seen in game two, would you go again with Kyrie? I think Kyrie ended up scoring 20 in game two. I might be tripping. But would you go with Kyrie to get that 20 tonight?
Yeah, they needed him. If they want to win, Kyrie got to get 20.
At least.
Yeah, at least 20.
Because I sent it in our group message earlier. It was like, shit, I see Lucas scoring 40 tonight. And I just saw a player prop feature on FanDuel that was like, for Luka to score 50 is like plus 3,700. And I might take that motherfucker. Because honestly, game two, I was nervous because they said he was hurt. But they said they shot that nigga up with some perky yerkies. And he went out there and played crazy. I just feel like the team needed to be there to help him. And it's like, Luka is carrying them motherfuckers. Like,
And we talked about
damn.
that triple double too.
Which one?
That
Luka,
guy.
yeah. We were like, man, we want to do it. But I was like, yeah, this man got a contusion on his chest. Man, they said they gave him some drugs. He went out there and played like that. I think Luka go for a lot tonight, especially with nobody in the paint to really alter shots no more. Kristaps was the biggest person on the fucking floor. The Mavs couldn't match up with Kristaps. They can match up with Al Horford though, and the other bigs, nigga. That's why I was like, now it might be a different series, and I wouldn't be shocked to see this bitch go back to 2-2, and then we get to the nitty gritty and seeing how valuable your stars are once this series is back tied. I don't think the Celtics could win a game in Dallas. Dallas doesn't have a true home court advantage. It's the finals though, so everybody might show up. Mark Cuban might pay niggas to show up. But I just don't see the Celtics beating them there. And without Kristaps going back to Boston, that'll probably be Kyrie game. That little game
Shit,
5
Jason
game.
Tatum shoot
Yeah,
another 6 for 22.
it's gonna be terrible, cause he ain't got nobody to get a fucking offensive rebound to tip the ball back in. I'm like, dog, Kristaps really made a huge difference, and it's not only 20 points, but it's 20 points that they weren't scoring before this series started. So it's no matter what you game plan for defensively, Jason Kidd was gonna be fucked if Kristaps did anything more than go out that bitch and just be 5-5 or some shit. Like, he was gonna be fucked because they ain't have a big. Now all of a sudden you throw a big in and you running other sets through a big, and we weren't prepared for these sets. But now you got to go back to Al Horford being the biggest man on the court at the time. So it's evenly matched right now to me. I don't feel like nobody has a true lead. I mean, a true, like, I don't know, a momentum swing, unless tonight they go crazy and they if they blow the Celtics out tonight, then I'm sold that they finna win the series. If they blow them niggas out tonight, I'm sold. You can go ahead and count it up.
They still gotta go win in Boston.
See, that's what I was saying too, and I'm like, that second game in Boston, it started off good for them niggas. I think by halftime they were winning. Third quarter came around, boy. The Celtics started hooping. Get down, buddy. The Celtics started hooping. I'm talking about. Yeah, Drew Holiday went for a triple double. It was crazy work. I was like, it's no way that. It's no. Oh no, it wasn't a triple double. What it was? The double double.
26
It was 11. Cause I took him tonight for 15 because it's plus money, and I was like, if you've been watching the game when Kristaps went down, Drew Holiday was the main reason they scored in the third and fourth quarter. So without Drew Holiday, they could have lost that game. It's always a piece for the Celtics. Without Derek White, they could have lost game 1. Like, it's always somebody, Derek White and Kristaps, but it's always somebody on the Celtics that show up. And I think now the Dallas team has seen everybody try and get their shit off. Nah, it's done. Like, unless Peyton Pritchard come out tonight and go score 20, I don't think they beat them. Like, I don't think they win. Other than that, the NBA Finals is probably the most, what's the word I'm looking for? It has never been this up for grabs for two young, like, stars in a while. Like, it's always been, you had an old Curry or you had a Bron there. You had who else won that bitch back in the gap? Like, all I can think of, the last one was the Nuggets. Like, the Nuggets was a cool win because it's like, shit, you got a young superstar in Jokic. But other than that, I ain't seen too many of those. So hopefully tonight, Kyrie shows the fuck up because I just want to make it a series, and I don't want this to end in 5 or 6 games anyway. I want it to go all 7, all the way through the summer because we ain't got shit else. But speaking of ain't shit else, until football season, I got a bold prediction for our college football outlook that's coming up in July. July 1st, we're going to start talking about every conference, team by team, piece by piece, breaking down who we think could win that conference and like what their records might look like. But this is just a bold prediction, saying it like Josh Pate, shout out to him. I'm saying that no Power 5, well, it's not Power 5 anymore. No top conference school is going to be undefeated. The only teams I can see going undefeated are going to be mid-major teams. I just feel like the conferences are way too stacked now for a team to go undefeated. Not even Georgia. I'm trying to think about another person that can be undefeated, and I just can't think of one. Like, Ohio State even can catch a L.
I don't really see an outright powerhouse though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Georgia is Georgia. I feel like Georgia is what Bama was when we was in, like, you know, in school and shit, like 10 years ago. Like, Bama was a powerhouse. Recruits was going to Bama just because it was Bama. He had 5 stars at his disposal. That's how Georgia is right now. Like, NIL shit, all the money. I don't even think Georgia is really a great NIL school. They just put niggas in the league and they're like, shit, you want to go to the league? Like, Yeah, that's what we do too. But niggas don't won't come here unless we got money. But hey, Notre Dame, if they can beat the two big schools they have to play against, they could go undefeated. That's an independent school. Uh, a big nah, Big 12 school couldn't. Well, a Big 12 school could probably do it now because they didn't lost their fucking powerhouses in Texas and Oklahoma. I might be saying it in a yeah, no, I'm saying it the right way. I don't think no power five, whatever, Big 10, Big 12, SEC, ACC school goes undefeated. I can't see it happening. The schedule's too fucking tough, especially for this 12 team playoff shit. Too fucking tough. The current the current national football odds are the top three is like the normal shit. Georgia, Ohio State, and I feel like anybody could slide into it, but they have Michigan there and Texas is next, and then like I just have to see how they recruiting throughout this summer or the transfers throughout this summer go. So we know how their recruiting is going to line up, but when them kids get there in fucking what in the fall or in the summer now, we're gonna see a new team for a lot of squads around college football landscape. So, um, honestly, I can't wait till July 1st so we can start our conference outlook. But it's crazy to think about that. I don't. I just think the disparity in college football isn't the same anymore. Anybody could get a great player, and that great player can change your program in an instant and make them formidable against other teams. Coaches is going to really matter, which is like why I think Kirby can always beat out people because it's a coach. It's like you going up against Saban. You're probably not scared of the school, but you're scared of Saban. So we're gonna see how that goes. But this is our 12 minutes of fame, and after this, we're gonna be talking about more MLB baseball, probably a little WNBA shit because it's been kind of wicked with Caitlin Clark. Uh, but yeah, I'll see you guys then.